Good morning, good morning. So today we are getting back underneath the Fox. If you've been following Project Fox Body, I recently changed my power steering rack and all of the hoses that go from the rack to the pump to the cooler. As you can see, I have a little bit of a leak. When I put the power steering rack in, the high pressure hose, I cannot get it into the rack. No matter what I did, I cannot get it to fit into the rack. Somebody who was working on my house, a handyman working on my house, and he used to have a body shop, so he came and he tried. He couldn't get it in. I took it to my shop. They couldn't get it in as well. They had to like rig it to fit, but they told me it's gonna leak. So I call LMR. I tell them, yo, this just not fitting. My shop tells me it's the wrong rack. LMR is like, no, it's probably just an issue with the hose. So they sent me 2 hoses to try, and I'm going to now see if these hoses fit my rack. Unfortunately, since I have been driving the car, I needed to fill up the power steering fluid, so I have to bleed a whole fucking fresh ass bottle of power steering fluid, remove the rack, and see if I can get one of these new hoses in, because if I can't, then this rack is pretty much useless and I'll have to buy another rack. And if I can't prove that the rack is faulty or the rack doesn't fit, I'm probably not gonna get a refund. So up in the air, bleed the system, and then see if I can work some magic. To install these sleeves on the power steering rack and see if that fixes the problem. I'm not a mechanic, I'm not a professional by any means, and I've never claimed to be. I followed a tutorial from LMR, and they said for a 1990 Mustang, remove the sleeves. On how the fuck it says to do that, but then the power steering rack is not fitting on that correctly. So I'm about to install these sleeves and see if that fixes it, see if that makes a difference. If not, then I have to buy a whole new power steering rack, return this one. I already know LMR is gonna give me a hard fucking time because I've already used the part. If it doesn't work, did I even use it? I feel like that's guy math. Let's get the car in the air and get these bad boys thrown on. Car in the air. I'm about to grab my tools, get under there. So I think I have to take the whole rack off, which I don't want to do, bro. But unfortunately, I think I have to. I'm leaving this bitch just like that. But in other news, is I put the 5-0 emblems on the front, and then I also put the Ford badge on the rear. Crazy because something so minimal looks so good.